everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about my experience with working while I'm pregnant, and I kind of want to do a get ready with me type of thing. I've never done one of these before, and I feel like wearing makeup today. I'm getting ready for my OB appointment, and I will talk to y'all about that whenever I upload my next video. I'll give y'all an update on what the doctor says. But today, we're just going to be getting ready and talking about something different. So this isn't going to be like a makeup tutorial kind of thing. I will show you what I'm using just in case that you're curious, but I'm not like a makeup person. I probably don't do it the right way. I don't know. I'm not a professional like makeup person, so I don't feel comfortable giving you tips. I probably do it all wrong, but this is just the way I do makeup. So let's get started. All right, so the only things I'm going to be putting on today are my foundation, which I use the Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup Foundation. What is this called? It's concealer. This is why I'm not going to show you how to do makeup, because I don't even know what the names are. But this is by Maybelline. This is the concealer that I use. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Press Powder, Finishing Powder. It's loose powder, sorry, not press powder. It's a finishing powder. The L'Oreal True Match Blush. And then just some, what is this? Mascara by Maybelline. Oh, and I also use this Dealing, which I have a love-hate relationship with this because it blends very well, but it also feels like I'm punching myself in the face. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but that's the way I feel about it. But oh, I guess the job done. So what we're going to be talking about today is my experience with working while I'm pregnant. There are lots of things that I love about my job. There are a lot of things I hate about my job. I work in retail, which obviously kind of sucks anyway. I feel like working while you're pregnant, at least for me, like in my experience, it makes it a little harder. I'm doing this all backwards. I'm doing this so backwards. Concealers first. So working while I'm pregnant, it's difficult because for some reason early on in my pregnancy is when I started to get really sore, like in my back. I talked about it in my last video with the 10 things I hate about being pregnant, and it's the soreness like in my back and in my legs and my feet. It started very early on, I think about 3 months in, which I mean, everybody's different, I know, but I feel like that's just way too early. But I also kind of feel like it's my job kind of contributing to that too, because all my job is 10 plus hours of walking and climbing and lifting and bending over and picking stuff up and walking back and forth, and sometimes you're jogging. My job is very fast paced, and it's one of those jobs where a lot of people, they get into it and they're like, oh well, this is gonna be so easy, I'm gonna excel at this, and then on the first day they quit because they're like, I can't handle this isn't what I thought it would be. So it's not an easy job, it's really not. But I love it. The one thing I love about this foundation is that you don't need to use a lot, and like it covers really well, but it's not cakey, like it's not thick. So I recommend this. I got it from Ulta for the only time I've ever been to Ulta, because I don't wear makeup very often. And my work day starts at about 8:45, 9 o'clock. We start at the day, doing what we call our morning duties, which is, it takes about 3 hours. Excuse you, I'm gonna need y'all to calm down a little bit, okay? Can you do that, please? And just to make it a little easier, I work at a pet store. I'm not gonna tell you which one. It's a local pet store. It's not like a chain, so they're not, everywhere. But, so what we start out in the morning doing is cleaning cages, like cleaning the reptile cages and the small animal cages and the bird cages. And that takes up about 3 hours on a slow day. And also, in between, our boss likes it if someone comes in, we have to immediately go greet them and ask them if they need help finding anything. That's kind of, it sounds annoying, and to me it is, being the kind of person that I am. If I go into a store, I kind of just want to be left alone. But a lot of the people that come shop there are older people, and they really do appreciate the help. So I can understand that aspect of it. So We struggle doing that, and especially cleaning like the small animal cages. That is really what makes me hurt, because that's where you're doing a lot of the bending and a lot of the carrying stuff, because you have to carry like the bedding that goes in their cages, you have to carry their food that comes in a big bulky bag, you have to carry trash cans here and there. So it's a lot. Decaf. So it's just a lot. And by about 10:30 is where my feet start to hurt really bad. And I thought it was my shoes. I've always loved Skechers shoes because they're so comfortable. Before I got pregnant, I never, ever had a problem with my feet hurting the way they do. So, but whenever I did get, starting to hurt really bad, I thought that I needed to get a new comfortable pair of shoes, and I did. It never helped. And so I figured, okay, well, it's just me being pregnant. So by, noon is around lunchtime, so I get to sit down and eat. And sitting down really helps in the middle of the day. It really helps, take all the pressure off my feet, so that helps. But then whenever I get back up, since I don't eat lunch for very long, about an hour later is when my feet start to hurt again, and then it kind of just radiates up to my legs and to my knees. So by the end of the day, I am miserable. I'm miserable. I want to go home. Walking, I kind of have this, the pregnant lady waddle, because I hurt so bad. I hurt everywhere, and it's not my job's fault. They give me ample opportunity to sit down and do stuff, because I'm not the kind of person to just sit down and stop working. I don't like to stop in the middle of what I'm doing. I had the hardest time not carrying heavy bags, like above 30, 40 pound, 50 pound bags. Like the 50 pound bags I never really carried, but the 40 pound bags since they're not really that heavy, it took a lot longer for me to realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this, because the days that I would carry those heavy bags, my back would hurt quicker and worse, which makes sense. But if someone comes in and says, hey, I need this, can you get this for me? I'm not the kind of person to say, well, let me go find someone else because I can't do it. I can do it, but I couldn't do it. And that's the thing, that's what I had a hard time realizing, is that I couldn't do it. It's not because I'm not able to, it's I shouldn't do it for the sake of myself and my baby. I mean, I really love my job. I've never had a boss that was so understanding about everything. I've never had one that joked with me so much. He's very kind. My boss is a very amazing person. My manager is too. And she even came to me and she said, because my manager's the one that does the schedule, she came to me and said, when you feel like you need to slow down or when you need to stop, let me know. Because she was pregnant. She had 2 of her children while she was working there. So she knows, but her pregnancies went a lot smoother than mine is, as far as, physical, like well-being and stuff like that. She felt fine physically. She never really hurt. She had some swelling in her feet at the end of the day, but she never had any back pain like I do. So, she's very sympathetic with it because she understands. So she wants me to tell her when I need a break and when I need to stop and whenever I need, less time at work. I've already told her that I wanted to go to part-time, and I have. So I'm working a lot less. But she also said that if I need to start taking shorter days, like work half days, 5 hours instead of 10, to let her know. I feel like I need to, but I don't really have the heart to tell her. I really enjoy being there. I love the people I work with. We're all like a family. Everyone up there I've known for years. We all work as a team there. And I think that's what I really, really love the most, is that it's always a team effort whenever it comes to doing stuff. I'm closing this because I'm not doing that right now. I don't think I have ever worked at a place where teamwork was so encouraged. But here, teamwork is key because there's so much to do and so many things to take care of that you have to work together to do it all. And we all do it so well. Like, there's not one person that is kind of a dictator with everything. It's kind of our own, it's a democracy up there. And I really, really love it. And everybody up there is so sweet. There are butthole customers, of course, there are everywhere. But there are also really a lot of sweet customers, and a lot of them are regulars, and I couldn't ask for anything more. That's why I haven't stopped working yet, because I can't leave that. I can't leave that and come home and stay here a lot of the times just bored out of my mind. I'd rather be doing something and keeping myself busy. And working helps labor go by easier. Staying active helps labor. But like I said before, everybody's different, but generally it helps from what I've been told. And I hope my labor ends up being like that and I don't stay in labor for days at a time. I want my kid to just walk out of there on his own, and I don't have to do very much physical stuff because I know it's gonna suck really bad. I'm not looking forward to giving birth. I'm not looking forward to giving birth at all. So that was my TED Talk about labor. This is so difficult. And I always look like a crazy person when applying my mascara because I have my eyes like open really wide. I look like I'm really stiff because I'm trying not to put myself in the eye, and I do it all the time. And I hate it, but the things we do to look pretty, because some of us need more help to look pretty than others. Why is it so hard? Why do I have such a hard time with mascara? Why? I feel like I just need fake eyelashes because I hate mascara so much. But I also feel like if I did fake eyelashes, I would end up looking like those dolls. What are those dolls called that you play with when you're teenagers, and they always have all that bright funky makeup, but they got the teeny little body with the big old head? I don't know. When I figure it out, I'll attach a picture or whatever. But yeah, I feel like if I had fake eyelashes, that I would look like one of those dolls, and that's not appealing. And of course, I got mascara all over my eyelid because I'm a 5-year-old and don't know how to apply makeup properly because I only do it like twice a year. Well, that was it. That was my get ready with me talk, chit chat type whatever. I hope it wasn't too boring, but I figured that it was, you know, it's good to share your personal experiences and what you're doing with like how you're doing with pregnancy. And I've said this before, but everybody's different and everybody goes through different things, and I feel like it's helpful knowing that there are people out there that go through the same thing that you're going through. So that's why I talk about, you know, kind of weird things, because other people may feel bad like I used to about working while pregnant and it being really hard for them. I don't want them to feel like it's their fault and that they're overreacting, because you're not. Like, if your body hurts, your body hurts. You're not being a weenie, you're not overreacting. That's just how your body's handling it. And you know, my grandfather was a manager at a place for many, many years, and he said that he worked with a bunch of pregnant women, and some of them were able to work and lift and do everything their entire pregnancy, and some women, they weren't, and that's normal, and I don't want anybody to feel bad for being normal. So yeah, I'm trying to help boost self-confidence and, you know, give you the power to, you can do this, you can do this. It's hard, pregnancy is hard, but you can do this. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.